Move over, old guard. There's a new heavyweight in town and it is coming in hot. Meet the LDV Terron 9, the Chinese-built bucky that is crashing the party with its American-sized ambition. And trust me when I say this baby is more than just a double cab. It is a full-on statement. It is bigger and wider than a Ford Ranger. It is more powerful than a Toyota Hilux, and it is packed with more features than most premium SUVs on the market. Climb aboard and let's see what makes the LDV Terron 9 ready to conquer Namibian roads. So when I tell you the LDV Terron 9 has so much to look at and so much to see, I mean that. And we're of course starting with the exterior. Now, my friend Karl, who is no stranger to the camera and no stranger to My.na Cars, is going to give us a walk around. Karl!
Yes.
You have blown my mind with this baby.
Yes.
First things first, let's talk about this massive grill.
Yes. So a common challenge with pickups is that they tend to work hard. We tend to pull big trailers. We tend to drive cattle around. And when it comes to cars that are very enclosed, yet aerodynamic, you sacrifice cooling. So we've got ample space for air to flow through. There's also ample space behind the grille to accommodate for aftermarket extras like spotlights, winches, all that kind of stuff. So it's all by design.
I can definitely see that. Let's talk about these gigantic lights. Because honestly speaking, all you have to do is turn on the lights and I have a runway.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the scenario. So these are LED, they are full automatic. You know, we should actually count how many times you say big or giant today.
We need a big giant counter.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So the top one is your dims, the middle one is your brights, and then the bottom one is a cornering lamp / fog light, which these headlights are so good, I don't think you really need a fog light. You also don't need spotlights. These are phenomenal headlights. You also have a big daytime running light, which also has the indicator integrated. So from the front, definitely nobody's ever going to miss you. Everybody knows it's you and you're on your way.
Yes.
This car has presence.
Yes.
It has style.
I have arrived.
You have arrived?
Here.
I have made it.
I have made it.
I have made it.
Make room. I am here.
Exactly.
Let's walk around the car and see what else we get. Let's talk about these tires. You said we get 20 inches.
Yes. So this one has aftermarket rims and tires on. It's important that we do that because everybody likes to personalize their buckies.
Yes.
Be it men or women, everything always needs to be different, personalized, and a representation of who you are and what your personality is like. So these are aftermarket, but they come standard with 20-inch rims with a 275, 55, 20 tire size. I do not know of another pickup that has such big rims and such big tires. Now, you get a lot of aftermarket rims, but then you have to, and tire options on other pickups, but then you have to go for a lower profile tire, which of course has a negative effect when it comes to off-road driving, dunes, all that kind of stuff. However, because this arch is so gigantically big, we can run a high profile off-road tire together with a 20-inch rim.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Also, the brakes are bigger, so an 18-inch rim, which most pickups come with today, doesn't even fit on here because the brakes are so big, which you need. It's a safety item. there's a kudu on the road and you spot it because of the great headlights, you need to be able to hit the brakes, especially if you have, I mean, it has a 1.1 ton loading capacity. So if you have a ton on the back, you've got 4 people in the car, you need to be able to slam on the brakes confidently. And that this will definitely do.
You know, as we were driving up here, I actually, when you hit the brakes, I felt,
Yes.
yeah, the grip.
Yes. And what this car also has in its advantage when it comes to grip is weight. Of course, it's big, so it also weighs a little bit more, which pushes down on the tires, which also means bigger brakes, which means a faster stopping speed.
Oh, yeah, you have me sold.
Yeah.
And I haven't even seen everything that this car has to offer. Let's talk about these cameras here, because I definitely, you know, when we're inside and I was looking at everything, I could see the full view.
Yes.
And something pretty cool that we will get into as we get into the exterior and of course some of the safety features of the car. How many cameras do we get?
Well, we've got 4 cameras.
Okay.
They're running 1080p resolution. They are unclear as to the frame rate, but they are crystal clear. You can see everywhere you're going. And these mirrors fold away. And in front, I don't even think you saw the front camera.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you really have to look for it.
So it is so strategically hidden.
Yes.
Wait, find the camera. Find the camera.
Yeah,
I found it. It is so safely and neatly tucked away.
Yeah.
Right under the badge.
Yes.
And again, when we talk about making a presence and making an appearance,
Correct.
LDV says, I am here.
Correct. So very few people actually know what LDV stands for. So there's a car that revolutionized the automotive industry globally, which is called the Mini Cooper, right?
Yes.
I mean, Mr. Bean had one, and who doesn't love Mr. Bean, right?
Yes.
So they were built by a company called Leyland.
Okay.
And there's also a commercial trucking company called Duff Trucks. Now, both those brands have been bought by the Chinese and were merged. So LDV stands for Leyland Duff Vehicles.
I see.
Yes. So this brand has a heritage going back 60, 70 years plus in the British industry.
Keep it locked in because I am going to give you a pop quiz after this about what LDV stands for. All right. Let's go on over.
So the door in itself,
Yeah.
I haven't yet met a door handle that you can open in 2 different ways.
Whatever do you mean, Carl?
So just like a regular car, you can pull the door handle and the door opens, right?
All right.
Or you can push this button and the door pops open and you can open it.
Wow.
Which I've never seen that before.
Wow.
Not in a Mercedes, not in a Rolls Royce, not with Bentley.
But LDV said, I'm different.
I mean, just imagine you do this in front of your other Bucky friends and you're like, can your Bucky do this? And then they're like, no. And then you're like, well, no other car globally can either.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this applies to all doors.
All doors. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Let's head on over to the back.
Yes.
Because we do have to talk about something really, really cool.
Yes.
Take it away.
So this tailgate is multifunctional. You've got a workbench. So if you like fishing, if you like at the construction zone and you need to quickly change your tools or whatever, you've got a little workbench you can work from. If you are one of multiple things, short, have bad knees, or passenger princess, you can open the tailgate as per normal tailgate and then simply pull out a step.
And just like that. I am super happy. I am so happy because if I'm wearing heels and a short skirt, like I said, I can still pretend as though this is my runway. You see, I don't even need to find things to grab and need help.
You can still be classy.
I can still be very classy and very elegant.
Which is something this Bucky does, which calling it a Bucky is actually not doing it justice.
No.
This is actually a truck.
Yes, this is a truck.
This is a truck. So we need to start bringing out the American terminologies.
And also, with it being multifunctional, we even have a place to put our drinks.
Yes, we've got cup holders. So imagine you're fishing or watching a modeling show or whatever your thing is. Sit down, have your drink. You're relaxed. You don't have something pinching your knees at the bottom. If, like you said, you're wearing a skirt, you have a hot plastic burning your leg.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay. So we are running out of time, but I think I can steal a little bit of time from the interior.
Yeah.
Because you showed me something absolutely amazing. But you know
Yes.
what? Let's take a quick ad break and then we come back and we show you that really, really, really cool feature that I love. Stick around. We'll be right back. Now, before we get into the interior of the LDV Terron 9, we do have to look at how we have an inside-outside feel.
Yes. So this is a pickup, of course.
Yes.
Now pickups are 5 doors.
Yeah.
Because this is a tailgate, right? We
Yes.
don't count that. But this is a 5-door pickup instead of a 4-door.
Explain,
Allow me to demonstrate.
please.
So, by the simple push of a button, window folds down, and suddenly you have the size of a single cab in a double cab. It solves so many problems.
It does.
It does. Because all my customers are like, I need a double cab for family,
Yes.
but I need a single cab for work.
Yes.
Sometimes I need to transport large things.
The solution is right there.
Yes. Now this solution, just to put the engineering behind it, because it's admirable.
Yes.
Why no other pickup has this is because the load bin and the body are always 2 separate items.
Yes.
Now in this pickup, they are merged. It's one item. That's why you can have this. So to go through all that trouble, to redesign the whole way of thinking that a pickup works, to give you this option is incredible.
This is why I say we get more luxury features than we do in most premium SUVs
Correct.
in a pickup.
Yes.
Let's head on over to the interior because we
Please.
need to talk about something absolutely mind-blowing. But that's the thing. I said mind-blowing so many times.
Yes.
Because there's so much to see. There's a really cool way that you guys can open the door, right? So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to get in the car and then I'm going to close myself in so that you see, because you know you're that person that wants to pretend as though you know everything, you want to act cool. Not with this one. You must ask. Tell me, how do I get out? Right? So I am going to show you. Follow me. Showing you some My.na Cars magic. You're probably wondering how I got from there to here. It's magic. It comes with the LDV. It's standard in every
Teleportation.
LDV. Teleportation. It's standard. So I was talking about how we don't get a typical handle. And I did have a little panic attack because I'm like, Carl, how do I get out? And Carl said, very easily, all you have to do is press a button. Wow. But you did mention that
Yes.
I can manually override that.
Yes, so of course Namibian customers being very traditional
Yeah.
customers also, they still like to have a mechanical, non-electronic way of doing it. So there is a little lever hidden underneath in the door
Okay.
that you can just pull and then it opens manually also, even if the battery is disconnected.
But why would I need to do that when all I can do is just press a button?
I know, right? But some people leave the stereo on
Oh.
or they connect something to the battery like a fridge.
Don't do that. Don't be that person. Okay, again, so much space.
Yes.
So much to see.
Correct.
Let's start with the steering wheel.
Yes.
Okay. Walk us through.
So this side, you have your volume control, your heated steering wheel, your high LDV, please open Windows button, and then your favorites button, which you can select what function it has.
Okay.
This side, you've got your cruise control, as well as your controls to the main screen.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also a cruise control. Cruise control is radar operated, so you can set your distance. It has collision prevention assist, lane keep assist, blind spot monitor. It's got every single driver's assistance feature you can imagine.
Whoa.
You really need to not be good at driving to have an accident in one of these. Because it even
takes a special kind of person.
I was reversing with this car on my driveway the other day and I couldn't see because it's narrow. I couldn't see what cars are coming. And it actually detected a car coming. They call it cross traffic braking alert, something like that. And it actually hit the brakes and it stopped me from going into the road.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Infotainment system and gauge cluster.
Yes.
We have one big panel here.
Yes.
How big is this?
I'm going to be honest, it's huge.
Yeah.
I believe it's 12.3 inches. Don't
Okay.
quote me on it, per screen. But it is definitely big, and it gives you every single information about this car that is possibly available. So your drive modes, you select through this button, and then you can customize them on the screen. So you can set yourself a off-road mode where it automatically engages diff locks and low range and all that kind of stuff. And emphasis on diff locks because it has more than one. It's got a front and rear diff lock,
Whoa.
as well as low range, which is, I mean, that's traditional in pickups.
Yes.
However, besides for maybe a G-Wagon and an Ineos Grenadier and maybe a Land Rover of sorts, a Discovery or whatever, I've not seen a pickup with two diff locks.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
So this has it.
This is the first time. And again, like I said, there's so much to talk about in here. Again, there's so much space. I briefly want to talk about the cup holders, right?
Yes.
Because at first glance, they look smaller than normal cup holders.
Yes.
Until you place this giant baby in and it just comfortably sits there.
Yes.
Climate control is so neatly... Okay, so Carl, when you get into this car,
Yes.
you don't think you are in a pickup truck.
No.
You think you are in some luxurious, maybe even SUV. And wow.
Yeah, so this car, when you enter the car, and it's been standing in the sun like now, or it is warm outside and the
Yes.
car is warm inside, and you set the climate control till it's at 20 degrees, and it realizes it's 28, it will automatically turn on the driver's seat ventilation to cool you down quicker, because chances are you've been standing in the sun, you're hot,
Yes.
you're a bit sweaty, that will cool you down while it's busy cooling down the car. So it is separately, you can switch it on and off separately also, but it does have an auto function, which I've never seen before. You've got your steering wheel heating, and then of course the dual zone climate control, which is always nice to have. And it has a separate zone for the rear also.
And we have massaging seats.
Yes.
Did you know that we get massaging seats? But that's just for the driver.
Just for the driver, yes.
Just for the driver,
Yeah.
because I mean the driver is the most important person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He paid for the car, so
He paid for the car,
Yeah.
exactly. And we get this very spacious sun. This is,
it's a panoramic roof.
excuse me, a panoramic roof.
Yes, correct.
In a pickup truck.
Yes. With a suede headliner.
Oh, wow. And one of my favorite features, I can do my makeup.
For both.
Obviously not when I'm driving, but you know.
Well, it has enough driver's assistance features to at least alert you when something goes wrong while you're doing your makeup.
So it will tell me, hi, keep your eyes on the road. Okay,
Yes.
we get that you're pretty, but you need to keep your eyes on the road.
It even, not that I say anybody should do this, but it can even detect when you're busy having a phone call, not using your Bluetooth, and it'll tell you to get off the phone. Don't ask me how I know, but it is a feature.
He was just testing out the safety features of the car. Okay,
Maybe it wasn't even me.
and maybe it wasn't even you. How do we know? And another thing that I like is the fact that the push to start button is so neatly tucked away.
Yes.
You can't even see it. It's not where you normally would have it. Guys, so you see it's got the memory seat, so it knows, okay, it doesn't know that it's not Carl driving, but because it is set to Carl's, preferences.
Yes. You can
So-
save 3 different memory profiles.
Wow.
You can also set driver profiles, as well as some people are very traditionalist. They don't like a car involving with their driving. So you even have a mode where it says driving preference. So you activate that, and then it deactivates all the driving systems, the driving aids that you don't want. So in this case, lane keep assist, the speed limit sign recognition, and the driver monitoring system.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously we're not going to get into all the amazing features here in the interior, but the other thing is it comes with the JBL sound system. But again, we're not going to get into that. You guys do need to come and test drive this car for yourself so you see all the amazing features it has. But speaking of amazing features, we need to get into the drive modes and of course the safety features as we are driving. So stick around. We will be right back right after this. Now we get to take this beast out for a spin. And when I tell you there's one person more excited about this than I am, and that is Karl. Why are you so excited to show us what this baby can do?
Well, you see the Terron 9, due to the way it is designed, you know, it being a comfortable, luxurious car, people tend to underestimate its off-road capabilities. But together with the 2 diff locks, the long suspension travel that it has, and the big fat tires, there's almost no place this car can't go. It can really go anywhere, do anything, with the AC running, with the pan roof open, and your back being massaged.
What more do you need?
What more do you need? And I mean, it is so comfortable driving on a gravel road. It is a nice road, but here and there it's a bit washed away. And the car's quiet inside. It's only your cup causing a bit of a rattle. So it is luxurious, it's quiet, it's comfortable. And a Bakkies' Achilles heel has always been long distance trips.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They are not as comfortable as sedans or SUVs due to the design of the rear axle. And due to this car having true independent suspension, it eliminates that characteristic of a pickup, and it gives you the drive of an SUV.
Yeah. You know what? I can definitely agree. Now, I did mention that this car is more powerful than a Hilux.
Yes.
And I don't think people believe me. So please.
Yeah, so this has 165 kilowatts and 550 newton meters of torque, running through an 8-speed ZF transmission.
Ooh.
So you can cruise this car at any speed you like, and the engine isn't screaming. It is comfortable, it is quiet. Because let's face it, there's nothing that disturbs long distance journey like a car that's stressed.
Yes.
So if you're driving, see, it's warning me that I should look at the road because I'm looking at you.
Me.
Yeah. So if you're driving to Katima,
Yes.
right? And let's say you are driving at a speed somewhere in the upper quarter of your gauge cluster, the engine's always screaming, right? It's working hard. And this takes that away. You can drive this car 180 k's an hour and the engine is turning at 3,000 revolutions per minute, which there are Bakkies in today's market that do that at 120.
Yeah.
Which really changes the game in terms of comfortability. Now, the 8-speed ZF gearbox is a proven gearbox. You get it in various different cars, BMWs, Audis, all those cars use this transmission. It's durable, it's reliable, and the same with this engine. It is not an engine that is a copy of something else. It is their own design. It is designed and tested in Australia for the hot temperatures to be able to handle our climate also.
Wow.
Which to us is, of course, a very important factor.
It is. It definitely is. You briefly touched on the engine, but you didn't tell me how big the engine is.
It is 2.5 liters.
Okay, it's a
turbocharged,
Okay.
4-cylinder diesel. You really ever, how can I say, get the characteristic of the engine because it is so isolated from the cabin. I mean, the cabin is so huge, the engine is probably almost a meter away from us.
Whoa.
It's way in front there.
Yeah.
So unless you're really flooring it and you're pushing it, you don't know the engine's running. It sounds
You
like an
don't.
EV. Like right now, doing 90 k's an hour, there's no engine noise
No,
whatsoever.
zero.
Zero, dead quiet. Which is another thing in Bakkies, which usually isn't the case. The engine's always loud, they're noisy, poor sound insulation. This car has little to no wind noise on the long road. It will always have some. It is shaped like a brick, so it will always have some. But for what it is, and how comfortable and quiet it drives, it is really a marvelous piece of engineering.
It is. Honestly speaking, this is genius. And it is diesel, right?
It is diesel, correct.
Okay.
So it's economical also. I haven't managed to do a real world test in terms of fuel economy because everybody who test drives this car likes to floor it. So I can't speak as to what
Fuel consumption
what it
yes.
gives, but they claim under 10 liters on 100.
Okay.
Which for a Bakkie is, especially the size, again,
With the towing capacity as well, because I think
Yeah.
you said it's
3.5 tons.
What?
Yeah, towing is 3.5 tons and loading is 1.1 tons.
Wow.
Yes.
That is impressive to say
Yeah.
the least. So, the $1 million question.
Yes.
Are we paying $1 million for all of these features?
No. You can, if you go crazy with canopy and lift kits and all that, you can get to $1 million.
Yes.
But out of the box, these are starting at $699
Wow.
for the Elite. The Premium is going for $799, which has most of the features this car has, excluding the panoramic roof and the cool tailgate and the in-between door. And then this is the Flagship, which top spec going for $849, and that includes a 5-year 200,000 kilometer warranty, and it includes a 5-year 100,000 kilometer service plan.
What more could you possibly need? And you see, it keeps warning us, because she's like, you know what, I'm gentle, I am delicate, so please drive me carefully.
And I'm not looking at the road much, to be
Exactly.
honest.
So it's like, hi, hey, hey,
Look
hey.
at the road.
Look at the road.
Exactly.
This is absolutely brilliant. It is beautifully engineered, beautifully manufactured. And again, like I mentioned, you get so many features that you don't get in most premium SUVs. And like Karl said, I think it would be disrespect calling it a bakkie.
No, it's a truck.
It's a truck.
And what this car offers, what no other car offers, or at least you need to go really wild to get it,
Yes.
or spend millions, is when you are driving this car on the road, everything else looks tiny. You feel you have a position of authority because it is massive. You feel big, you feel you're leaving an impression. It is something that really, especially for me as a man,
Yeah.
speaks to my manliness. Because it makes me feel superior to other people
To everybody
on the road.
else, like,
Yes.
hello peasants, hi.
It's like, is your seat being massaged?
Yes, I'm sorry, but it is not. And then briefly, as we round up, I just wanted to talk about something that you showed us earlier. Obviously, we won't be able to see it now, but then basically when we're speaking about the cameras, and that at some point, it will actually show us what we're driving over.
Yes. So when we're going under 20 kilometers an hour, it'll show you what you're driving over. It merges the camera views together to give you, they call it the transparent chassis view. You also have a mode where it will show you how deep you can go into the water. So I don't know if it has a sensor underneath, but it can actually detect how deep you are in the water. And then it can also go and it can show you the status of the front and the rear diff lock, your tire pressures, your engine water temperature, your transmission oil temperature, which those are all things that are important to keep an eye on, especially if you are pushing a car very hard, deciding to drive over this mountain while pulling a trailer.
Yes.
Things tend to get a bit hot, and you can monitor that if you so please.
That is absolutely brilliant. And one more question. What is the ground clearance? I didn't take it down.
220 millimeters at the lowest point.
At the lowest point?
At the lowest point.
Okay. I don't think there's any more for me to say.
Car speaks for itself.
The car speaks for itself. And again, I always say, if you don't take my word for it, which by now you should, make your way over to Karl at Jack Motors, because that is where you guys are located.
Yes, we are located next to Jack Motors.
Next to Jack Motors. And then you can test drive for yourself and just be impressed in person just as much as I was. Karl, thank you so much for allowing us and giving us an exclusive feature of the Terron 9.
My biggest pleasure.
It is absolutely beautiful. And on the next episode of My.na Cars, we will be taking out the SUV version of this baby for a spin. Until next time, from me, Diana Master, and from Karl, it is goodbye and ciao.